Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Angel Beauty. I'm Andy and thank you so much for being here today. I'm really excited to show you guys how I do my hair dye. Quickly before we jump into it, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps our page. And if you really like us, then please follow and hit the little bell button down at the bottom so that you get notifications every time we post a new video. So thank you guys so much. But without further ado, we're going to jump into what we came here for today. I'm going to be dyeing my hair red. I was going to do purple. I've been purple, as you can tell. It's starting to fade, but this lasted forever. This is Arctic Beauty. It did phenomenally well. I was going to do a purple ombre, but I've recently decided that I need to have just like a more natural color just for some things I'm going to be changing in my life. So hopefully I'll be able to go back to purple within the next couple months, but for right now I just wanted something neutral. So I'm doing like a dark auburn. I chose to do the Faria. I had bought this before I bought ArcticFox. I do have a red in ArcticFox, but I think it's gonna be a little brighter than I want initially. So I'm going with this one. I'm not gonna lie, I've used Faria for different colored hairs before and I love it. When I was doing platinum, it worked phenomenally. When I'm adding color to it, it seems to fade within like a week. So I'm anticipating I'm probably gonna have to do it again in a week using the ArcticFox, but for right now, we're going to use the Faria because I have it and because I think it's going to give me the darkness that I want for the initial color. So I'm also going to throw out there, I thought really hard about dyeing my hair brown or a neutral color before going into the red. I think purple and red kind of complement each other. I'm hoping that it will be able to cover it well. I may be totally wrong and this may look like actual garbage by the time I'm done and I may have to redo it tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes, and if I mess up my hair, you guys will get to enjoy me messing up my hair. So well, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the Faria is pretty simple. It's pretty easy to use. I've used it many times, so I really don't even need the instructions anymore. They label everything. So this is going to be the mixing bottle, basically. They start with, this is Shimmer Conditioning Color Gel, and you just pour this right into the bottle. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to do all these like one by one, but I'm going to do it and then shake it. Finally, so I'm going to show you what else I put in there besides, and like this little color shimmer thing comes out yellow, but as soon as it hits the white stuff, you can tell it starts to turn red immediately, so that's pretty cool. And then they also give you this, which is like a shimmer gel, and they give you this, which is the color booster. I'm going to go ahead and add these two right now, and then I'll shake it afterwards. Also, they give you gloves. I hate the gloves they give you. You should not do this. I don't recommend doing this, but I don't use the gloves. It does stain your hands for a little bit of time. I'm pretty sure everybody who's ever done their own hair dye would be like, are you crazy? And the answer is yes, I am. But I've also found that it works really well for me to just not use the gloves. So I actually may not be able to open this. Can you open this, Nikki? This is why you have your fiance be your cameraman, because he also can help you with things like this. So. Oh, he spilled it! No! He spilled it. It's okay. It was just a little bit. My hair just won't be as shimmery as it should be. Thanks, Nikki.
No problem.
Alright, so that guy's in there now. And finally, I'm adding the Color Boost, which I've used this particular formula a couple times. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. Anyway, all you missed was me shaking it, it exploding literally all over me. It looks like blood. Like, it's the color of blood. Like, anywho. So, what I'm going to do is I parted my hair off to the side to begin with. I'm just going to go ahead and run this through the part line. And then I'm just going to kind of like dab it in. I have with me a part comb and a hairbrush. This is a hairbrush that it used to be my like all the time hairbrush. I got a better one, and now it's been dedicated to just like my hair coloring one, so I can brush out the stuff. They recommend you do this without showering. I haven't showered in such a long time that I'm not even going to tell you how long it's been, because you're going to be like, wow, she's disgusting. And it's true, I am. But anywho, so I just like to kind of start with a part, get it mixed in there. Basically what I do is I get as much of my roots covered as possible, and then I start just brushing it out through my ends. And normally that works pretty well. It's not, I'm sure any stylist like who's professionally trained in this would be like, why is she doing this? But honestly, it's worked very well for me every time I've dyed my own hair any sort of color. I've done it now I think 3 or 4 times, and I've been pretty satisfied each time, so I'm not complaining with it. It's not obviously professional grade, but I mean, this box of hair dye was $9. So if you want to affordably do your own hair, I think it's pretty effective. So I got the one side done. I'm gonna go ahead and part and go down to the other side. I think the issue I always find having the most, or I always have the most trouble with, is like getting my back, the end of my hair. I also have towels literally everywhere. I have towels on the desk. I have a tarp on my ground. I have a towel across my shoulders because like I know this is gonna get messy. Like last time I did this, I ruined a wall. So let's hope I don't ruin the wall behind me. Otherwise my dad will be pissed. Like I said, this really looks like blood. Like I'm kind of digging the fact that it looks like blood. It kind of goes with my vibe as a person. But I just want to make sure that my roots, I feel like I'm always very bad about getting my roots. So I made sure I had like a really, really nice, really fine part comb with me this time. That way I can ensure that my roots are at least a little bit covered. You can already tell it's looking better than it normally does, so that's a big deal. As you can tell, I have really thin hair, so if you have thicker hair, you may need 2 boxes. I do not. I don't think I'll ever need that. I have long hair right now, like really long hair. It needs to be cut desperately. But oh god, that's tangled as hell. But overall, like I don't really need more than 1 bottle, but even with my thin hair, just because of the length, I wind up using pretty much the whole bottle on it, so. I like to make sure that I get my like sideburns and stuff because like I find that's one of the hardest places to do it just because a lot of times you wind up dyeing your skin like that. I just put a giant red fingerprint on my face. Looks like somebody just like slapped me with their bloody hand. Come off with my dead ends. Please keep in mind as you judge my terrible hair that I also have not showered in such a long time that's partially why it looks so garbage right now. It's not fully why, it's just partially why. It's also partially because it just looks like garbage because it is garbage, but it's fine. Like the consistency, I think that part of the issue with this is it's so hard to control because the consistency is literally liquid. Like there's no, like normally there's some sort of like, I don't even know, tacticness to it where it kind of like is more like a glue and it is less like it just water, but this is just straight liquid. So trying to like manage it as you pour it on is just incredibly challenging. Basically, I'm also having a trouble doing it just because I'm in such a small mirror. I'm used to doing it in my bathroom where I can see my whole head. But hopefully as long as I can get everything covered, it should be fine. Trial and error, man. We're a new page. Bear with us. If something goes wrong, then enjoy the ride. Okay, so I've kind of gotten the top side of my head covered over here, so I'm going to go ahead and part over here. Back to this side. Oof. Ugh. Woo! And that's why I have a towel. Saved it. There's like red just everywhere right now. Just all over me as a person. It's fine. Honestly, if we ever shoot a horror movie, I'm probably gonna just buy this damn hair dye to use as fake blood because, oh my god. Like, look at my hand. I literally look like I'm like, I look like Carrie. Like, it's incredible. Hopefully it looks good when it's dried. Now with the Faria stuff, it normally, like, it doesn't take very long. It's like 25 minutes. I think they recommend you leave it in your hair. And then they also provide you with a shampoo and a conditioner to help the color stay. Like I said, I don't anticipate this color staying very long. This is just a preliminary, like, to get the red in there. And then once it's already red, I'll use Wrath, which is what I have from ArcticFox, to really solidify it. When I did that with, I did it with Violet. The last time I dyed my hair, I, bought their Violet, and now I got their Violet when it was on sale at Ulta for like $2 because Ulta discontinued all of their hair dye, which makes me sad because I used to only buy it at Ulta just so I could get points, and now they don't carry it, so it's fine. They don't carry ArcticFox anyway, so I probably wouldn't be using it that often. But just to have it when I was doing the blonde and stuff, it was really, really convenient because I would always get points on it. And those points, man, they turn into money like real quick. That's what everybody talks about Sephora. Sephora's great. They have great products. I'm not gonna ever say they don't. But I just love Ulta's reward system so much that I can't help but use them. Like, that's really how I feel about it. Because it turns into straight money. And at Sephora, you literally get like a mini lipstick, and they're like, here you go, you're welcome. Thanks for spending $4,000 with us. And you're like, you're welcome. But anyway, so Ulta discontinued their hair color selling. And because of that, I had to readjust and figure out where I was going to buy stuff. But we were there and realized they had all of the hair colors they had in stock on sale. So we went to like all of the ones in our local area and bought as many as we could, as many colors as we could, because they were like $2. They were like, you know what, even if we hate it, we'll just dye it again the next day. And yeah, the issue I found with it is with the fairy ones, they just fade like so quickly. Like, you can't expect them to stay for more than like a couple days, honestly. As soon as you shower the first time, they kind of start to fade. So here I just poured like just straight some red, and I'm now brushing it in. What may happen is I may record some of this and then I may go into my bathroom and finish, so I make sure my head's fully covered, and then I'll show you what it looks like after it's fully covered and it's setting, and then I'll show you what it looks like after I shower and everything. But it's just really hard to do in a small mirror. I was not expecting it to be this challenging, and it just really is such a challenge. I found brushing it in makes it the easiest for me. I would say most people would probably be like, why are you doing this? Most people would probably look at this whole routine and be like, you were overcomplicating this so much. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm good at. So deal with it. But I will say also, just because of the way ArcticFox works, it's much more like a shampoo or conditioner that you just kind of put in your hair that adds color to it and it stays. And because of that, I feel like that's just much more convenient and easier to use. So there's part of me that's going like, oh god, now that I've used it, I never want to use anything else. But alright, let me jam over the towel, because this is where it gets real messy. I'm dead. Oh god, it looks like I got stabbed in the face. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine here. Everything's fine. Everything's not fine, but I'm gonna keep saying it until everything is fine. It's looking any redder. I feel like it might be. I also feel like I might be giving myself false hope. I also feel like it is so hard to do this in this stupid mirror. Like, I don't even know what to say. Other than like, we're fine. Good. Better. Now I look like I went and fought somebody and I did a good job doing it. Okay, so I found that the mirror at this table was too small. So I finished everything in the bathroom, and I'm going to show you guys how I clean up, because as you can tell, it's everywhere. My hands look like I murdered somebody. So, like, if you don't use gloves, I don't do it because I don't like the feeling of the gloves, because I feel like it gives me like an extra 1/4 inch of material and air that makes it harder for me to get my fingers in and like really work in the dye. So that's why I decided I did not want to use them. But just remember, like, hey, you're taking your own risk, because my fingers will be stained for a little bit. But what I have learned to do to clean up your face after you're done with the dye, make sure that your face doesn't really get stained, is to use a makeup wipe. I use Yes2. I've mentioned them before. Great brand. Love their products. But it just really is an easy way to kind of get in there and like finally get all the stuff up that you don't want staying on your skin. I'm going to clean up my ears too, because there's dye all over those. And like I said, this sits for like 25 minutes, so it's 4 o'clock now, so I'll rinse it at probably like 4:30 or so. And then I will dry it and show you guys what the final product is. And yeah, so stay tuned.
Okay, so I washed it, I dried it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like slept on it and then I fixed it today. And I did my makeup so that I could give you like what it looks like fully done and like ready to go. I kind of love it. Like, I was a little sad about losing the purple so soon because I was like really digging it, but this turned out exactly what I was hoping it would. And it's honestly like, this is the first time that I've really like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like almost identical to the box. And that's, I mean, like I said, we've used Fairy before. Nikki's used it. He did blue. I did purple and violet with it, and like they were all similar-ish, and like the color was close enough that we weren't really mad about how it turned out. This is the first time it really looks like what's on the box, so I'm really happy with it. I also did, I don't know, I kind of like flipping my hair and messed everything up, but I also did cut bangs. I don't know if you guys can tell. That made it so much worse. But yeah, so I have bangs now, and yeah, but overall I'm really satisfied with it. Like I said, the color will probably fade, and I will definitely go back to ArcticFox to like touch it up. But hopefully it lasts a little bit longer. I'll keep you guys updated on how long it lasts, and that way I can kind of give you an idea of whether or not this particular color is worth it in this brand. Like I said, I love L'Oreal. I love their hair color. It's just their colors seem to fade really fast. So, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like I said at the beginning, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our page and hit the notification bell so you can see when we post new stuff. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and remember, always be girly, but with a dark twist.